Good morning. Good morning. It's a beautiful Tuesday. And I know you're probably looking like, hey man, where you been? I've been out in the sun, y'all. Me and my wife went out to the happy place. That's the beach condo. That's my new happy place. It's funny. We bought that condo in 2021. Yeah, 2021. And we've probably been out there. This will be my fifth time. This will be Ashley's fourth time. And it's just, when God blesses you with something, you got to learn how to enjoy it. You got to learn to enjoy it. So we're going to start taking our time and enjoying the things that God has blessed us with, the life that God has blessed us with, and walking in God's blessings means walking in your purpose, right? Because when you're walking in your purpose, God, God's purpose for you is not just struggle and fighting and hassle and overcoming obstacles. God's purpose for your life and for what He's put in your life is for you to enjoy life. The Bible says, "My burden is easy." It's easy. So today we're going to talk about finding your purpose as an author. Finding your purpose. So September 19th, 2019. September 19th, 2019. I said to God, I am fed up. I'm tired of trying to figure out my purpose on this earth. I'm tired of trying to be something because evidently I'm nothing. That's how I felt at that time. I was working jobs that I hated. I had a job working at an institution whose product I did not believe in. I did not believe in that product. I hated that product. The product that I was hired to, call people and get people to buy into was a product that I believe was a ripoff, took all of their money and provided them little to nothing in return. And I hated it. I hated it. And I told God, I'm tired, I'm fed up. Like, tell me what I'm supposed to be. Or I said, I'm done. I'm just going to work this job and I'm going to retire here, whatever. I'm not going to try to be anything else. I'm just going to work 9 to 5 and just do whatever. That was on September 19th, 2019. 2 days later, so the 19th was a Saturday. 2 days later, I go into work. This is the pandemic, so we're working from home, and I get an email when I check into my computer, and the email is from my manager. My manager says, "Give me a call before you log in," and I call my manager, and he says, "We're gonna let you go." Says we just decided to go a different way. He had no explanation. He didn't even really want to talk to me. He tried to get me off the phone real quick. I think I probably had a lawsuit if I wanted to pursue it, but I didn't want to pursue it. I never got a pink slip. I never got a request to get their computer back. They just said, "Hey, we're gonna go a different way and wish you the best of luck. Goodbye." But I remembered that prayer I said that Saturday, 2 days prior. I remember that prayer where I said, "God, if you want something more out of me, you're going to have to make it happen." Because I don't know what I don't know, right? Like, God created me. I didn't create me. A car doesn't realize its potential until the creator of the car puts it into execution. So I'm like, I don't know what I don't know. So I got fired on that Monday, and that day I said, okay, TrueVine is my business now. I'm done looking for jobs. TrueVine is my business now. I pick up the phone and I make a phone call. And the first call I make was to a pastor who I've been talking to for probably 2 years. Probably 2 years I've been calling this pastor. He has said, I want to do it. We have been talking. Every time we talked, he said, I need more time. I called him, and before I could get a word out of my mouth, this pastor says to me, you know what, man? I'm tired of running from this. Let me get my credit card. He gets his credit card, and he makes a payment to publish his book on the spot. I'm like, wow. I just got fired 5 minutes ago. And now I have more money coming to me than I would have made in a month and a half, in a month, with this one interaction. So I'm on fire. I'm on fire, and I say, okay, let me call the next person. I call another client who I've been talking to for years. Now, I won't put years on him, but a good year. I've been talking to him for a good year, and he was ready, and he actually, he could have started when we first talked, but he was like, no, not yet. Let me re-edit. Let me look at it again. Let me do this. Let me do that. I called him. Same situation. Before I could even finish my sentence, he says, man, let's do it. Here's my credit card number. Within 30 minutes of getting fired from that job, I had created or generated 3 months of income. I found my purpose. And here's the funny thing. My purpose was sitting in front of me all along. See, when I started TrueVine in 2004, I did it I had a side gig mentality about it. It was a side gig to me. I was working at a publishing company. I was editor, proofreader, and editor at a publishing company. I thought that was going to be my career job. So I started. TrueVine was just a side gig. I'd make a couple of $1,000s here and there. I remember one time having $15,000 in the bank from TrueVine business. And I was like, wow, this is great side gig money. But the purpose of TrueVine was bigger than I knew. After I lost my job in 2007 as an editor, I went 13 years doing random jobs here and there, jobs that I hated, jobs that I did not like. But the one constant in my life was TrueVine Publishing Company. That was the one constant in my life. TrueVine was my purpose. Helping people create books that impact the lives of people on this earth is my purpose. And that purpose brings about productivity. It gives me a greater reason to wake up and push and thrive and strive. And one of the biggest problems I see with authors who really want to be successful, because let's face it, there are a lot of authors who they have no concern about trying to be successful as an author. They really don't. They just really wanted to put a book out, and that's fine. I actually have clients who have told me, I don't want to sell books. I just had this idea. I just wanted to put it out. That's fine. But if you're not that person, if you're someone who really wants to create a lifestyle of wealth, freedom, and fulfillment from your book, then this is for you. The problem that most authors have is that they, like me, have a side gig mentality. They have a mentality that this book, if it makes sales, great. If not, I'm really not going to put a lot of effort into it. I'm just going to hope that one day people will see it on Amazon and it will blow up. But you got to have a purpose for why you're doing what you do. You got to have a purpose for why you're writing books. And most of us do have a purpose, whether we know it or not. You need help identifying that purpose, but you have a purpose for why you wrote, right? If you think about it, you can break it down in less than 5 words, right? Why did you write your book? I'm going to ask you that question. Why did you write your book? Some of you wrote your book because you don't want to see people go through the same problems you went through. Some of you wrote your books because you want people to understand finances better. Some of you wrote your book because you want people to be delivered from different struggles, different hardships. Within that purpose, you find greater opportunities to reach your audience, greater opportunities to not just pitch your book, but create an enterprise that helps people. Now, whether you want to go nonprofit or you want to go profit, that's your business. But you can create a platform where people come to you for the help that you can offer them through your book. So finding your purpose as an author is going to be the biggest step towards success, towards wealth, freedom, and fulfillment. Finding your purpose as an author. Why are you doing what you're doing? What problems are you trying to solve? One of the things equations that I use for finding your purpose is, 1 second, I gotta make sure I don't miss my meeting. One of the equations I use for finding your purpose is It's G plus P equals P. All right? G plus P equals P. So this is how you find your purpose, your gift. When you can identify that gift, what is it about you that things you can do that just come to you easy? I mean, you don't even have to try. People say, man, you're really good at that. And you may not even think it's a gift. I was talking to my wife the other day and I told her, like, you are really gifted. You know, you're a great organizer. You're a great coordinator. And my wife said, I never thought about that as a gift. And I said, most people don't think about their gifts as a gift because it's so easy to them. They think everybody can do it. In fact, you probably look at people who don't have your gift and you probably look at them askance and you probably say, why can't you get that right? Why can't you just say this, right? It's a gift. If you're somebody who speaks your mind, right? You communicate clearly when you see a problem. That's a gift. Everybody can't do that. So when my gift is writing, and I used to think that everybody can write because I had the ability to take words like a painter uses colors to create a work of art. Writers, people with the gift of writing, have the ability to take words and properly position them to make a piece of art, right? So I had this gift to use words and write words, and I thought everybody could do it. Turns out everybody can't do it. That was my gift. So when you take your gift and then you add that to the P, your passion, what is it that you're passionate about? What is it that you would do for free? You would do this for free forever. If nobody paid you, you would do this thing for free. If you take your gift and you add it to that thing that you would do for nothing at all because you are that passionate about it. My passion is helping people. I love it. I get a great feeling of euphoria. I get that feeling in my chest, that feeling like, oh man, I want to cry because I'm so happy when I help somebody achieve that goal that they had in mind. And it could be any goal. I have a friend, a great friend named Jonathan Wright. I'm going to tag him in this. Jonathan and I worked at AAA together. And one day, I was in there helping somebody put up a map. And Jonathan came in. And Jonathan looked at me and said, man, why are you always trying to help people? And that's stuck in my mind. It really did stick in my mind. Because I was like, why is that? Why am I always wanting to help people? And sometimes, God may throw a little hint to you that you got to pick up on later in life. But I said, why am I always trying to help people? Then I read about the gift of helps in the Bible. The gift of helps, that's a spiritual gift. There are people who have a spiritual gift to help people achieve goals. Think about Alexander Hamilton, right? He was George Washington's right-hand man. He wasn't the man. He was the right-hand man, and he did a lot. But his gift was helping George Washington achieve what they achieved. So I take my gift of writing. I take my passion of helping people achieve goals. So evidently, my gift of writing, I can help people in the writing process. That creates my purpose, which is Truvine Publishing. Now, as an author, you may not take a gift. You may write a book. It doesn't have anything to do with publishing. You write a book about finances, or you write a book about relationships, right? What is your gift in that area? There's a reason you wrote that book. Now, some people just write books just, because they had an idea, but there's a reason you wrote that book. What is the gift found within your writing? What is the gift found within your book? And then you add that to your passion. What is it you're passionate about? Are you passionate about seeing people achieve financial greatness? Are you passionate about helping people make money because you get paid and they pay you for helping them? What is it you're passionate about? You're going to find your purpose in that. And you're going to become an author of legacy, right? An author of legacy is an author who has found not only the gift of writing or the ability to write books, but then they've turned that into a lifestyle that helps people and provides them a great life and leaves a legacy for others to follow. So if you want to become an author of legacy, if you want to write books that that create a lifestyle of wealth, freedom, and fulfillment, I want you to reach out to me. I want you to share this as well with someone who you think needs this. I'm wanting to help you. I want to help you obtain and achieve that status of legacy author. I want to help you create books that create a lifestyle of wealth, freedom, and fulfillment. And so I want you to reach out to me, DM me, and let's talk about how I can help you get to that next level. You all have a wonderful Tuesday, and we'll see you later.